Alright, we got 12. So, part 2. Same video, probably, or not. But that's exactly what they do. The covert narcissists, they're like the luck in the chamber. They act like your soulmate. That's why people believe they're the worst ones, because it's true. Until you meet the bad wolf that is basically both. Imagine meeting a narcissist that's capable of hiding and showing itself at the same time. That is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde playing the bad wolf and the victim. That is the devil. And I say that because Lucifer became that person. Lucifer was never a good person. He wrote poetry. How do I know that? I don't know. My instincts say that he was a poet. But everything he wrote was lost. Burnt, destroyed, out of deception, anger, fear for his life. Why? Well, maybe the same people who hung Jesus Christ on a cross, and the same people who killed JFK, Abraham Lincoln, Luther King, Charlie Kirk, people who refused to keep their mouth shut, like Alex Jones, who is now, in a lawsuit of $1 billion. He really lost everything, and at least he's still alive, but they say that the devil is the lord of the darkness and the underworld, and that he's a really bad entity, which is ego. But the thing is, Lucifer is just a person, a concept, an illusion, an identity. Ego has long existed way before he was born. Call me crazy. Call me dumb. How do you know that? Na 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 na. People who are jealous or they envy you for knowing so much, they're the ones who gossip about you. They're the ones who say, oh no, we weren't talking about you. We were just joking. Stop being so sensitive. Jeez. And they always have that fucking attitude too. Every time you look at them, they look the other way. They can never look inside your eyes, ever. It's weird, but it becomes unweird and more stranger once you really fucking look at them and what you've been through. The more lessons that shown you who they really are, goddamn. It doesn't even become weird at all. It just becomes even weirder that you can now know somebody without even knowing them. It's kind of like this. When somebody finds something like this. You guys ever like these and you go like this? I'm gonna have a good day today. You see all those seeds? They fly around like flying monkeys. You observe, you pay attention, you hear things about you, but it's very vague, It's never really fully vivid. That is all you need to know about somebody and how they deceive you. Now, what I was really gonna say is somebody could tell you that they work from home and this is how many hours they do and things like that, but to you look at them and they could say one fucking word. They're on their video game, they're playing, but when they play their game, they suddenly, go AFK. And then you wonder, why are you AFK? They're working. So, that means they're working from home. It's obvious. It's easy. It's easy when you pay attention, but it's really hard when you're very distracted. And that is exactly what and where the narcissist tries to place you on eggshells, where you start to question your own goddamn reality, where now they gaslight you so damn much to a point where now you're distracted, you're obsessed with overthinking about what you have not done, but what they have done to you. And then that's when the brain resets and starts to attack itself. When the brain rewires itself, simultaneously attacking itself, that is when it's in its primal state. That is fear and rage. It's in survival mode. That means everybody around you is a fucking threat. Your mother, your father, your sister, your relationship status, or, heck, you are the most dangerous person in the room. And the only person who can stop you is you. And I could tell you, it is not easy to take back control of your mind, because it requires a level of awareness where you have to remind your mind that you are not the mind. You are not the angry psychologist in your fucking brain. Allow the ego to rebalance the magnitude of the prime evil within you, which is the beast within, and allow who you are to reconnect to the mind. I know how hard that sounds, but it's pretty much simple like this. When you disconnect and unplug your computer, it shuts down. Meaning you, the watcher, the witness, the observer, and the mind doing whatever the fuck it wants, because it shut you out. And now you're watching a movie of horror. That's what it's like to go crazy. And I mean crazy. That's what people call lunatics, psychopaths, sociopaths. Because the world made them that way. But when you do not believe you're the soul, but the mind and the ego starts to think it is the soul, you're never coming out alive. You're dead. Not inside, but in here. Look at Charles Manson. I got about 2 minutes left in the video, but Charles Manson shared more things about people than himself. He was talking about the people who have done this and that to him, and that is why he was locked in prison until he dies. Yeah, he killed people, but you know what? That wasn't even a part of why he was in prison. Because people are scared to face the truth within themselves. So when they see somebody who see them without even knowing them and things like that, why do you think the stupid ones run the world and the smart ones are always in the middle? When you're in the middle, you are basically realizing that the top and the bottom is the same fucking thing. The bottom pulls you down into a bottomless pit with all the losers saying that the winners on top are the cheaters. Well, guess what? They're cheating too in the bottom by pulling you down and keeping you that way, while the ones in the top wants you to follow them down to the endless veil, which is the whole way of infinity. Now I'm gonna probably make a third part because I'm running out of storage. So see you in the third part. I'm just walking to the grocery store. I'll see you then.